The Pigeon Forge Police Department said that a 15-year-old was dead on Wednesday night.
Well, the man charged in the shooting death of a 15-year-old boy at a Pigeon Forge hotel appearing in court today for a preliminary hearing.
Breaking news out of Sevier County tonight. We have just learned in the last half an hour, a man faces murder charges in the case of a 15-year-old shot and killed outside a hotel.
It is 6 o'clock. Police in Pigeon Forge are investigating a deadly shooting this morning. It happened just before midnight last night at the Americana Inn.
Andrew Ortiz is charged with first-degree murder in connection to that shooting, which happened at the Travel Lodge by Wyndham back in May.
Officers responded to the Americana Inn on the Parkway just before midnight. People near the scene tell 10 News they heard a boy crying out for help. He was taken to the hospital where he later died.
Police say when they got there, they found a 15-year-old who was shot. That victim taken to LeConte Medical Center where he later died.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about a very recent shooting, recent as in May of 2023, that happened in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. The Pigeon Forge Police Department said that a 15-year-old was dead on Wednesday night after a shooting that happened at Americana Inn right off of the main strip in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. This happened on May 23rd, 2023, and that Thursday, someone was charged with murder. Police responded to a shooting there at the hotel around 11:58 p.m. There was tons of people outside, a bunch of witnesses, so the cops were able to get a lot of detail. A neighboring hotel also had footage, so they got to see the entire thing play out. They said that the 15-year-old victim was transported to LeConte Medical Center. That is, a hospital there in Pigeon Forge. It seems like every story I talk about, somebody gets to go, unfortunately, to that hospital. He was later confirmed dead there. They said on Thursday they didn't suspect that his death was a suicide just because, they had tons of eyewitnesses, people around. They saw the video. They knew for a fact this wasn't a suicide. Even before they even saw the footage, they still knew leads, word of mouth, that this wasn't a suicide, it was a shooting. This 15-year-old kid was Johnthon Bradley of Knoxville, Tennessee. He grew up and attended a Baptist church. His parents said that he was just an all-around good kid, and this was such a tragedy for the family. They later said that 18-year-old Andrew Ortiz of Sevierville was the one that shot him and that was charged with murder. They said that he was in custody at Sevier County Jail. Cops said they didn't know how this whole ordeal even played out, but after watching the video, they saw like 4 or 5 gunshots went off. It was just awful that this happened. This is such a big tourist place, and for people to witness this was terrible. So what happened was a male and female were talking to someone in the car. They opened the hatchback of the vehicle to get something out. I don't know what it was. The car just speds off, just goes down the parkway, and then that is when Andrew started shooting at the car. It was about 4 or 5 shots. And what's crazy is when I watched the video, the girl that was beside him didn't even flinch. When the gunshots went off, she was right beside him. Didn't even faze her. It was scary. If somebody was beside me shooting, I would be covering my ears. I would duck or take cover, but she didn't do any of that. People that were staying in the hotel said they heard it and seen it all. They said they heard just pop, pop, all these gunshots going off.
Next thing you know, pop, 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 and the police were just surrounding the place.
Police say the shooting killed a 15-year-old boy.
They're investigating all the leads and trying to figure out exactly what happened.
We were just sitting out here, and then there's some gunshots over here next door.
My old lady just deadbolted the door, and we was laying down.
They had their guns out and everything.
And that is when police started surrounding the area. Everybody started walking outside. And like I said, this is a huge tourist place, so I can't even imagine how just packed this place was. We've stayed in this hotel before. It's just, an average hotel right there, very reasonable prices. It was packed when we were there, so can't imagine something happening like this and then seeing the crowd surrounding that. The police captain said that shootings are rare in the city of Pigeon Forge, and I know there's a lot of crime and things like that in the area, and unfortunately, crime will just be there. There's nothing to stop it or prevent it. It's going to follow people wherever they go, honestly. The Americana Inn management said that they were deeply saddened by the tragedy. Their thoughts and prayers are with the family. Just a general statement toward the family, toward the incident. Hopefully, Jonathan's family gets justice because Andrew is in Sevier County Jail. I'm not sure when his court date is, but he's been charged with murder. So, hopefully they push that and really try to get justice for him. At this time, it's still under investigation just because they don't know the motive or what happened. And I think, honestly, we can kind of tell what happened, what it involved, but I just want to hear your all's thoughts, your comments, what you think might have happened, what led to this, the motive. And don't forget, if you want your name shout out in my videos, I have a Patreon link in my description, or you can subscribe through my YouTube membership here on the desktop. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Didn't see it when it happened. I heard it when it happened, but then right after that, we watched security cameras, and it was all on security cameras.
Randy Gibson says police responded to the gunfire in less than a minute.
And this video is not gruesome, but we want to warn you it may be disturbing to some viewers.
This video shows the front left end of the parking lot. You can see a man and a woman standing next to a hatchback, and at 11:54 last night, he walks to the back and opens the trunk. The vehicle starts driving off, and that's when the suspect pulls out a gun and starts firing into the back of the car.
And next thing you know, pop, 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 and the police were just surrounding the place.